Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. I just want to make sure my Instagram family is in the building. So, yes, if you're on Instagram, make sure you say hi, Jerusha. If you're on YouTube, say hi, Jerusha. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? We need to see your beautiful faces over here on the YouTubes. And then, of course, I am going to stream in my group called Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. So to make sure I share in there, I'm still using, if you just joined me, I'm still trying to use StreamYard. I'm definitely still trying to do what I need to do because I love StreamYard, and I don't want to change that part of using it because I pay for it. And so if we got to only go through Facebook, then I kind of don't need StreamYard, which is going to be a problem, which is going to be a problem. All right. So yes. So I am in the group as well. And so I just want to make sure everyone is notified to come on the live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I share actionable business tips, tools, hacks, strategies, marketing, branding, upselling, all the things that you need to start a business or build your current business. And so all my business owners, put business in the chat. I want to say hi to you. So if you are a business owner, put business in the chat. Yes. Okay, great. If you are a business owner, if you are not, and you want a business, you know you need residual income, just put yes. Like, Jerusha, you're right. I do need a residual income. I do need, yes, passive income. I do need to start a business. Just put yes, yes, yes. It's me. It's me. You're talking to me. I'm talking to you. And so we want to make sure you're fully equipped, whether you're already successful and you want more success, another level of success, or you're just getting started. If you want this great motivation, inspiration, and business tips, this is the page for you. So please join us in the Business Tip, Motivation, and Inspiration group. I would love to service you in this capacity. And tonight, I'm so excited. Let me introduce myself, and then I'll introduce our guest and let her ask her business question. So if you're joining me for the very first time, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. I love my newbies. Yes, you get special attention because I'm going to speak to you. Yes. And then, of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag two people or share the broadcast, you and I just became besties. Yes, I want to make sure that I acknowledge the people that share, because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. And we're going to have some knowledge dropped on you tonight. Some gems are going to be dropped on you tonight. And so I want to tell you, we have a special guest. So if you want this opportunity, you want one-on-one coaching like this, yes, you got to be a part of our community. Hashtag to all the pretty people. So say it with me. Hello, pretty people. Say it with me. So put that in the chat. I'm a part of the pretty people, Jerusha. I want to be a pretty person, Jerusha. You want to be pretty like this? Yes. And we're talking about from the inside. So Pretty People is my organization. I do have a coaching program, a 3-day ride business course. Being a part of the Pretty People is being in this community where you are growing. We are learning together. We're actually moving to our next levels, living up to our full potential. And so when I say Pretty People, which is my business, you can grab some Pretty People merch as well. But we're talking, I'm going to crown my people over here. I'm going to celebrate, collaborate. We're going to make those connections, the 4 C's. And so I'm going to crown Bonita tonight. She is our special guest. We're going to celebrate Bonita tonight. And so we're doing this collaboration with Bonita tonight. And so we made that connection. And so if you want to be a part of our pretty community, hashtag pretty people. Thank you so much for the love on TikTok. I can't stand it. You get me so excited when I see the hearts. I get so excited. So let me tell you, I'm Jerusha. I'm a business coach. I'm a speaker. I've been an entrepreneur for years at this point, several years. And so I worked in corporate America like a lot of you. My degrees are in communications and public relations. I did work in radio and television. I was on air in radio by the time I was 19. I knew I was going to talk to get paid. I knew that this was my gift. And so I started perfecting the gift. And so I said, I'm going to get paid to talk. And so I started off in radio and television, and then somebody introduced me to a home-based business. I got started. I went to the top of that company. During the pandemic, I transitioned to more of a social media space. So I'm more social retail. So I do everything from my cell phone, and I teach other people how they can build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. And so if you want to be a double threat, hashtag pretty people. And so the goal is to always help you leverage and monetize social media. Most people are not leveraging and monetizing. And so those are two different things. We want to do both. Yes or yes. So yes, Teresa. Well, do me a favor, tag your business bestie. The goal is for you to share the broadcast. I don't want to be the best kept secret. The problem is we don't connect enough. We don't collaborate enough. And we need to start doing that. And so if you have a team, you have business partners, colleagues, make sure that you share the broadcast, because this is where you get to learn together and grow together. And so we're going to have our guests come on really quickly. Like I said, this is only going to be a quick, 10, 15 minutes, and I'm going to answer her question. I'm excited to do it. So guess what we have today? Miss Bonita in the building.
Hello. How's everybody doing today? Jerusha, I just want to give it back to you. We met many years ago, and I met you. We were on our way to a convention, the business convention. And that year, Jerusha was the queen, okay? Of all the company, of that particular segment of the company, that year she was the queen of recruiting. Okay, so I just want to give it back to you and let you know that Jerusha is the truth. She knows what she's telling you, and I watched her do it. So my question for you is, since you are the queen of recruiting, the lifeblood in any business, if you're in business, is to duplicate yourself. Correct. By recruiting. Correct. Am I coming in okay? Am I good?
Yeah, okay. You're perfect.
Okay, all right, because I had internet issues with my StreamYard earlier this week. So my question to you is, on social media, what is working now? What is working? What is the best strategy to use to recruit, to add people to your team, to grow your team? I heard you say you pivoted during the pandemic, which a lot of people had to do.
Right.
And so what's working now as far as social media, as far as building a team? That is my business question to you, Jerusha.
Okay, great question. So on TikTok, just so you hear Instagram, she said, what's the most effective way to recruit team members online using social media? And so I built my first business offline. So I'm a huge fan of offline. As you know, I think you should be doing both. Everybody should be doing both. They both work. Okay. So what's more effective, or an effective way that you're going to see results right now in terms of recruiting new team members using social media? First of all, the first thing you need to do is you got to market and brand yourself. I don't think I say it enough, or people are not listening. You have to write this down. You have to market and brand yourself. I didn't say brand your network marketing company. I didn't say brand your direct sales company. I said you have to market and brand yourself, because people follow people. Okay. People fall in love with people. And so it doesn't matter the company the person is. If you love the person, you will support the person. And so you got to understand you're the most important part of showing up online. So that's the key part of what I'm going to teach, is making sure that you're marketing and branding yourself every single day, showing up online, even if that's 3 and 4 times marketing, showing up in your stories. Most importantly, showing up in your stories, because stories will reach more people. So to answer your question, if you're marketing in your stories, you'll see that 30 people saw it in your stories, or 50 people saw it in your stories, but only 5 people saw it in your feed. Okay. So, and the people in your stories are people who follow you. They're friends of yours. And so it's not like your stories are going to strangers. So you still need to post in your feed, which will go to strangers as well. But your stories are going to the people that you're already friends with, or that are already following you. So every single day, you want to be posting 4, 5, 6, 7, different things in your stories. Now, how you're going to recruit these people into your organization, like I just said, you're marketing you all day, every day. You're sharing, write this down. You're sharing value for somebody else. You're being selfless, not selfish. You're being selfless. So your pictures aren't just cute pictures of you, Bonita, cute pictures of your dog or cat. You're sharing things for somebody else. Okay. A lot of what I share is for somebody else to gain. It's for somebody else to benefit. So I'm always depositing into social media. So you go to the bank, you deposit money into the bank to get a withdrawal. Same thing with social media. You're depositing value, wisdom, knowledge, humor, whatever, motivation into social media. So when you are trying to sell a product or offer your opportunity, you can get that withdrawal. Okay. Now, the first thing I would tell you to recruiting also is when you're in your stories, you also need to use your polls. So use the polls, use the questions, share results about your product or service, share your customer satisfaction with your product, share before and afters. You want to share the benefits of your product. You also want to share how you're winning with the company. So if you get an award, share that you're winning. If your team gets an award, share that they have won this. If you paid off a bill because you have your part-time business, share with that. Like, I'm so grateful I paid off this credit card from my side hustle. I'm so grateful I was able to get my mom, whatever, a wheelchair because I have my side business. You're constantly telling people how the side business, or if it's full-time, how it's benefiting you and how it could benefit somebody else. The more you do this, right? People buy solutions. People are now going to see, man, she made an extra $500. I need an extra $500. How is she doing it? People are now going to be curious because you're sharing a little bit of your life in your stories, right? A little bit of how you're growing with your business in your stories. And so people don't buy toothpaste, they buy white teeth. They buy fresh breath, healthy gums. People don't buy makeup, they buy confidence. So they're not just buying the colors. Oh, it's a pretty color. It is. But they're putting it on like this lip gloss because it gives me more confidence. I feel good that I have on this brown lip gloss. I love, so I'm buying confidence. So just like with me, the collagen, they're not buying, oh, it's collagen. No, they're buying healthier bones and joints and connective tissues. So you want to talk about how whatever you're serving, whatever your opportunity is, how it's helping them. People buy solutions. Does this make sense? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing is when you start doing this, people are going to start liking and commenting. You're doing polls. They're going to start answering your polls and your questions. Now give yourself grace. Now it's not going to be immediate. You got to do it consistently. And remember, I said 4, 5, 6, 7 stories a day. It should be ongoing. So you're building that momentum, right? Okay. Now, when you're doing this, people are going to reply. They're going to interact. Every single person that interacts on your stories, every single person that interacts on content in your feed, you're going to go back and reach out to that person. This is how you're going to recruit. I love recruiting every person. So if I get 300 interactions on a post, I got 300 people to talk to. That means I have 300 leads. If you get 5 interactions on the post, 5 that you don't know, that's not in your company, okay, you have 5 leads. If 10, 20, whatever it is, every single day you're putting out enough content that you should get some interactions, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever. Now, when you reach out to each and every person, this is where I lose people. They want to know, well, how do you recruit people? You got to get to know Rita. Recruiting is the answer. RITA. Recruiting is the answer. You're going to reach out to every single person and you're going to ask a question. If you're talking product, you're going to ask, Bonita, you like my post about the collagen. Were you being supportive or would you like detailed information about the collagen with a freebie? You're going to ask a question. Okay. That question is being asked in the DM. It goes down in the DM. The money is made in Messenger. You're asking all of these people who are interacting on your stuff. You're building relationships. You're building rapport, right? You're making people, see, I recognize that you liked it. You commented on it. Now, if it's the opportunity because you want to recruit, which is my favorite thing to do, is you'll ask the same question. Hey, Bonita, thank you for liking my post. Were you being supportive or are you open to multiple streams of income? Question mark. She said, yes, I'm open to multiple streams of income because you just posted in your stories that you paid off all of your debt. You debt free. People are like, congratulations. Oh, that's awesome. Even if you paid off a bill, it doesn't matter. People are like, oh, go girl. Every single person, you're going to contact them and you're going to say, Thank you for liking on my post. Were you just being supportive or are you open to multiple streams of income? Question mark. She's going to say, yes, I'm open. What you doing? She might say, no, thank you, just being supportive. That's cool too. She just being supportive. You need the support. Okay. Now, once she says, yeah, I mean, I don't mind getting information about other streams of income. Or yes, I'm open to getting educated. Notice my verbiage. I didn't say, are you interested? Now, I'm a big, let me tell you, I don't like that word when you're in business. What you mean? What am I interested in? I don't even have the information to be interested. Y'all, interested means I'm fully educated and I'm making a decision to be interested. Being open is I'm open to getting educated about something I don't know. So the words are important in that situation. So you're never going to ask, are you interested in buying? Are you interested in being on my team? Are you interested? Those words are no-goes. Like, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Okay. You're going to ask, well, are you open to getting educated about other streams of income? Or are you open to multiple streams of income? You're going to ask the question. She says, yes, this is how you're going to recruit online. Once she says yes, you have to have a tool in place. Use a tool. Don't be a fool. You're going to have a Zoom in place with your 10-minute opportunity. You're going to have a conference call in place. You're going to have a tool that's going to explain the opportunity in 20 minutes or less. When it becomes 30, 40 minutes, people are not listening. They're not. They barely can listen to my 12 minutes. So if it's long, they're out, even if they're interested, right? Or they were open. So you want to use a tool, record a Zoom, record it however on your phone that explains your business opportunity. So she says, yes, I'm open to multiple streams of income. You get to say, if I sent you, if I would you. I used the if I would you from Eric Worre. If I sent you a 10-minute video, would you watch it that explains the opportunity of how you can make more money? She says, yes, she would watch it. Boom, you send her the 10-minute video, a tool. You're not sitting there explaining the opportunity, explaining the company history, explaining it. You're not doing that, okay? You're going to send a tool to do the work because guess what you're doing? You're interacting with more people. You're creating more content for more people. So she's watching your 10-minute opportunity, whether it's whatever video, right? Most companies have some type of tool. She's watching that. Now, someone's going to ask, do you set an appointment? How do you know if they watched it? People are going to ask all these questions. Okay. Well, really quickly, because I know you have to go as well. It depends. If you want to set an appointment time and say, hey, can you watch the 10-minute video at 8 or 9? She says 9, you send it at 9. If she says 8, you send it at 8. It really depends on your personality, right? If the person schedules, great, you know to follow up with that person. And that's a whole nother training on how you follow up if you set an appointment. But if you want quick recruiting, quick responses, most people have groups where the opportunity is in a group. And so if someone says, yes, they're open to listening to your opportunity, Bonita, you say, okay, I'm going to tag you in this group and you're going to watch the opportunity in the group. The goal of you putting everybody in the group, that becomes the community of people who are open to the opportunity. So your company or your upline or your whatever, they should have a community where you can plug people into this group and they can hear the opportunity in the group. So now you have this group of people that are interested. And even if they don't get started, they're still a part of the community. Right. Does this make sense? Yes or yes?
Yes. Very good. Excellent information. Excellent. As always, you never disappoint. You don't.
Thank you. So what I want for you is I want you to keep me updated, right? Okay.
Yes.
I want you to keep me updated on how you're progressing because of being a part of the Business Tip Motivation and Inspiration group. I want each person to know this year is the year of asking your questions so you can get the results that you want. And so if you're in the group and you want this opportunity, just send me a message or my assistant will send you a message and say, hey, what's your question? Don't sit around this year and not get your questions answered. And so if you want to be a part of this, you can ask. So keep me updated. So what I want from you, new team members, is May 1st. You're going to have, 3-5 new team members this month. If you use this strategy, you're going to say, I'm going for 10. And obviously you go for 10, you're going to get 3 or 4, right? So
That's it.
use the strategy, it works. So did you have any questions about what I just explained?
No, you were very detailed. I took copious notes. Um, so no, I mean everybody knows the strategy now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And
If your
yeah,
team,
see,
if your upline doesn't have a group, you create one.
okay, yeah,
You
there's a group,
Oh, they have a
right,
group? Okay.
right.
And the
Mhm.
opportunity video is in the group.
It's in the group. They do live Zooms, and then the Zooms are recorded, and then we have an app from our phone where I
That you
can
can
just send. Right, I can just send it to your directly as a text
right.
or as an email.
No.
Hmm.
Okay, great. So you have the access. Now the other thing, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you go, my dear. I got to tell you this, and I know people don't understand what I mean. You have to talk to a lot of people. Okay, you're not a priority to most people. Okay, so when I say a lot of people, that's not two. No, you're talking to a lot of people because numbers never lie. People do. And so
Right.
it's the volume that is really helping you recruit more people. Now you have the system. Now you actually need to build the momentum, which means
Hmm.
you got to commit to at least talking to 10, 15 people a day. You got to commit to that.
Okay.
Asking that question. Are you just being supportive or are you open to multiple streams of income? Next person. Or are you just being supportive or are you got to make that initiative every day until you get that volume going. And so that is your homework is 10 new people every single day will get you, better results.
Now, I do have one question. I just want to know about your numbers. How many people do you reach out to? I know you reach out to way more than 10 people.
I do. I do. I know a lot of business coaches. You want to, if you're trying, I want to be, a millionaire.
Mhm.
6 figures is great, but I really want 7 and 8 figures.
Of course.
I reach out to 50 people. Okay.
50
So,
people every day.
well, even if
Okay.
it's 2 days, I don't. So 5 days, I'm reaching out to
Okay.
50 people, right? And
Hmm.
so that gives me, at least what, 250, right? Um,
Hmm.
so you're talking to 200, 250 people in a week that you pop the question. Doesn't mean they
Okay.
responded. I didn't say
Hmm.
that. It means
Right.
I reached out to them to make the connection, right?
Right.
Some of them didn't see it. They didn't open it. They didn't read it. Somebody deleted it. Like all that also happens in that,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
Okay. So you got to
Hmm.
look at with those numbers. I already know I'm going to have conversations because I reached out to enough people to have decent conversations, to have people
Hmm.
look at the opportunity, and then I personally close them.
Okay.
So,
All
yeah.
right.
And so those are my numbers. I would say if you're really trying to be aggressive and you're trying to break some records before June 30th or whatever y'all deadline is, if you're really trying to do it, you got to increase the numbers. We're talking 20, 30, 40, 50 every day. And they're
Okay.
there because you're on social media.
Right.
So, yeah. So, did I answer that?
Yes, you did. Well, thank you so much. It's so good to see you again. And I will keep you updated and let you know my success. Thank you again.
Guys, everybody say thank you to Benita. She's a part of the Business Tip Motivation and Inspiration group.
Yes,
And
yes,
super
yes.
successful. Yes, growing in her own business. And so I just had the pleasure of meeting her, and we've kept this, friendship being that she's in this group. I would love to help you. Just keep me updated. Everybody say thank you, Benita. I see people in
You're
the chat.
welcome.
Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
Jerusha. You all have a good one. Okay.
You're welcome. So yes, guys, this is what it takes. It's like, with children, it takes a village to raise, children, right? And so it takes business coaches and influencers and other people to help you grow your business, start a business, whatever it is, the help is available. But you also have to do the work. See, that's the hard part. You also have to do the work. That's the commitment that you need to make to yourself every single day. I'm committed to the process. So even though you're going to reach out to 10 new people every day, then at some point you're going to do 15 new people, then 20 new people until you build up your courage. Because a lot of it is you're just afraid to do it. And you need to overcome that fear by doing. And so if this was helpful, put helpful in the chat. If you watch the replay, put replay. But the best thing you can do is share the broadcast, become a part of the Pretty community. Hashtag to all the pretty people. If you want to be a part of the Pretty community, join the Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration group. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m., I can bring you on. We can do one-on-one coaching. You can ask me any business question, and we will tackle that one question that you've been wanting to ask somebody. And hopefully, yes, helpful. Okay, great. Sheila Brown in the building. Lawana in the building. Yes, I appreciate your presence. Do me a favor, make sure you're following. So when I go live, you get that notification. I don't want to be the best kept secrets. You guys are awesome. If you want, I will still be live on TikTok for a little bit longer. And yes, you can find me over there. But if you're on Facebook and Instagram, I appreciate your presence. Make sure you follow me. Hey, Keith is in the building. Sandra Lovely in the building on Instagram. Hey, Miss Kia on Instagram as well. If you're not following me on YouTube, do so. Helpful. Okay, put helpful in the chat. And like anything else, I always want to make sure if you are open to an opportunity, I am helping 1,000 families personally. If you want to work with me, all you have to do is put open in the chat. You are open to getting educated. I have no problem, business owner. Okay, yeah, I have no problem helping you. So make sure you put in the chat if you are open, put open, and I'll get you some info and we'll go from there. All right, Facebook, I'll see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. in the Business Tip group. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page.